Anxiety is stress, but stress is not anxiety. All of us have already experienced stress in one form or another in our life. Stress is just a natural reaction to bad as well as to good experiences. Your body responds to stress by releasing hormones and increasing your heart and breathing rates. Your brain gets more oxygen, giving you high motivation and functionality in order to cope with certain situations. If you experience something as exciting, filling you with enthusiasm and motivation, you experience positive stress. You still feel safe and trusting, yet your body sends stress signals. You are prepared to cope with the upcoming event in your top form. But if you are relating a certain setting as potentially dangerous, your stress response is a negative one and can, if chronic, affect your health and well-being over the long run. You don't feel safe and trusting, yet your body sends the same stress signals in order to protect you from the danger ahead. And this is how anxiety can feel like. Let's look at the roller coaster. Would you feel excited to ride the roller coaster, or would you prefer to avoid it because you're scared? Which one is it for you? Just take a moment to dive into the experience that you would have. How does that feel like in your body, just by imagining it? If you're excited or if you're anxious, your body sends the same signals. Maybe your heart beats faster. Maybe your breathing becomes more shallow. Maybe all of your body gets tense. Maybe you start to sweat or even to shake. So what does that physical response tell us? Is it excitement or is it anxiety? It is one or the other, just based on your thoughts around it. Let's say you have a deadline at work, a job interview or an exam coming up, something that is very important for you. You will of course experience stress. You might feel tense and nervous and all kinds of thoughts are crossing your mind. Yet it is not with bad intention. When you perceive that kind of stress, it is your brain and body preparing you to get things done, so you will be able to perform in your best shape. That feeling, that response, is only present as long as the external trigger is present. Once the deadline is met, the job interview or exam is done, you immediately calm down. Anxiety, however, can be felt without a present trigger. Physically, you are reacting in a way as if a trigger was present. The trigger is mostly a thought, sometimes automatic, based on experiences in the past, or sometimes consciously thought and overthought. This can result in panic attacks, phobias, obsessive-compulsive behavior, excessive worrying, social anxiety. Anxiety over a longer period of time is exhausting and can lead to other issues like depression, addiction, gambling, overeating, unhelpful habits like nail biting, skin picking, just to name a few. Those can be seen as a coping mechanism to release the tension, the stress, and the overwhelm. Let's sum it up. Anxiety, at its most basic level, is just an emotion that keeps us safe, that keeps us motivated, that keeps us alert and awake. Anxiety is also telling us something important has to be done, like a presentation, an exam, like a job interview, or just emptying the trash bin. Anxiety only becomes an issue when it's completely out of proportion. It is a problem when it affects your personal, professional life and/or your relationships. When you experience constant tension, overwhelm, and worrying, when you begin avoiding any situation that might trigger the fear response, and hence you avoid living your life, seek professional help. Other than that, keep anxiety when it's appropriate. You will always encounter situations and events in your life where anxiety is very useful and helpful to keep you safe, awake, and alert.